How you doing? I'm Simon. This is Forever Young RC. Thanks for stopping by. We're going to get into some tuning the inserts today. We're going to tune the Injora inserts and do a little test. So first thing, I'm going to give you a way to tune for soft tires, a way to tune for the harder tires, and it's going to kind of go hand in hand with how much the vehicle weighs. And if you stay with me till the end, we're going to do the test with the Red Cat Ascent 18, which I have just normal large inserts in there, no tuning involved. I'm going to tune some of these, which just basically means cut them how I want them to make them a little softer and put them in and see what kind of result we get. So stay with me till the end and catch that. So primarily in all the rigs, just because it's easy, I have the Injora inserts and a lot of Injora rims and tires. It's just easy. Amazon makes it easy. But I also have here, I'm going to put these in some Hobby Sole tires I'm going to try out. These look pretty good. See what kind of result I get out of those. All right, these are Injora's super soft. They're large inserts. What I'm going to do with these, because I feel like the vehicle's weight's kind of medium, I'm going to come to the second row and I'm going to cut out every other one of these little dividers here. I just marked them with a Sharpie. There's kind of a specific way you got to cut these to get them to work pretty good. At least it's worked for me that I've been testing. It's going to be a little softer because these things are pretty dense and there's some of the more heavier inserts out there. I'll be honest, I haven't tried many more. I've just heard some other people on YouTube saying what they thought about, you know, flubber stuffers and all the other ones. So I think these are the heaviest ones. They're working for me, and the big thing is they're cheap and they're working. What I've done on these tires on the 1.3 is I did exactly this, except I used the 1.3 inserts that they now make for these, and I've got a brass ring in here and all these. On this one, which I usually run on our chase truck, because it filled it up so much, the smaller insert is in here, because it actually filled it up so much, I completely cut off the outer ring. I just snipped off the outer ring, and I did what I'm going to do here. I cut every other little divider, and that made this very soft, kind of how I want it. Now, the reason I did that, the reason I did two steps to make it soft is because these mudslinger tires, boggers in the real world, they are a pretty hardy tire. You know, they've got a lot of meat up here. They've got a lot of tread. So they're a little stiff. I feel like that got me exactly where I wanted to be. And these other Injora tires, they're just some, you know, plain ones with the Crawler Master. I haven't tried these out quite yet, but they feel pretty good. Now these have the small inserts in them. I didn't do anything to it, but the tire is you know, not as hardy as the mudslingers, so there's more give to it. And it feels about right where it should be. You just kind of got to feel this stuff out. It's trial and error. So I'm going to take these off, tune these inserts, just like I'm going to tune these for this. We're going to take it out to Cul-de-sac Canyon and try them out, see what kind of results we get. Now, if you've made it this far, chances are you and I probably be able to get along. I'd really appreciate it if you hit that like and subscribe button, comment, maybe share to some friends. Really helps out the algorithm. And also, we're almost at 200 subscribers. At the filming of this video, 3 more to go. And I really want to appreciate all of you. Now, I will tell you, when you go to use the scissors, my recommendation is to buy some little cheap ones off Amazon, because if you go to your wife's or your girlfriend's and get their little hair scissors, chances are they're pretty darn expensive, and it'll probably dull them up and it won't be able to cut hair very well. But you got to make that choice, man. I went ahead, I'm afraid of my wife, so I went ahead and I bought the little scissors instead of using hers. I want to give you one quick tip when you're cutting these. But what you do is you don't just cut it right down, you don't just cut this right down the middle. Cut it as low to the bottom as you can, and then you flip it over and you cut the other side. So the objective is to try to get as much of that out of there as you can, because if you just cut that, if you just, you know, cut that off straight, it's going to compress, but it's still going to hit each other and 9 times out of 10 not do anything. I mean, it might fall off sometimes, but it's going to be inconsistent. So I'll just cut, make sure I'm as low as possible, go to the other side, boom. You'll get about that much out, and that's good. That gives you that little gap right there, and it's going to compress down more. That would be the only thing I'd say while you're doing these to pay attention to, is just get these cut out of there. Kind of neat. Takes a little time, but if you're into tuning your crawlers, this makes a lot of difference. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are out here at Cul-de-sac Canyon. We are going to try these brand new spanking tires out. Now, these are the Injoras. They're very popular. And what I wound up doing with these, I wound up cutting the entire outer ring on these. They're just a little big for these tires. And see if I get the tire deflection I want, see if I get the grip I want. They're feeling pretty good in the hand. So we'll see. We're gonna see if I can't get some good close-up shots of it doing some stuff. See if she can't climb a little better, sticking to the rocks. See what the front's doing. Front's looking pretty good right there. See if it's gripping pretty good. See that deflection? Really feels like it has a lot of forward drive. See what the front tire looks like. Right there, yeah. Look like they pull pretty good. With the other tires, with the inserts not modified, I could not just barely crawl up. There were some sections that was allowing me to, I mean, I could get up it, but it would slip. And I'll try to put up a comparison video there, because that's the ultimate goal, is just to be able to, you know, crawl up something. Let's see. The back tire's not deflecting a lot, but it's just enough to get as much contact patch down as possible. Let's see what it looks like over here on the more difficult side of the mountain that I have not been able to get up the entire way yet. It's going to be hard. Oh, nice. Wow. It's kind of pulling right up that. Man, that would be super if, I'm sure it's not going to right here though. Ooh. Be nice if I could find a section that would pull on up. Oh, it just almost will go right over there to the left. Man, let me see if I can try that again. Whew, it's hot outside here in Florida. Okay, these are my final thoughts here on tuning and trimming these Injora inserts, any one of them. I always use the yellow ones, the softest ones. If you want the maximum performance, this is a must. It's a no-brainer. It just gets you where you need to be with the tire deflection and the tire conformation on the rocks. It helped out tremendously. And if you've watched any of my other videos, you see this one going up the stuff out there just fine, but it gives some hesitation and some slippage with the tires. With these, with the inserts in them, like the way that I've tuned them, it's at least It's 40% better, and that's a lot, 30 or 40% better. So if you guys like this video, I've got a lot more coming. Go check out these.